This coffee table has sat in my workspace for years. I started sanding the top when I bought it, but I did a terrible job and almost sanded through the veneer, so I just set it aside until I was ready for it. It even traveled across the country when we moved in 2020. Now it's time to make it pretty again. I fixed a drawer track that was loose, and then I sanded the top with 220 grit sandpaper to freshen it up and try to remove the swirl marks that I had left in it. I removed the old knobs and scuff sanded the rest of the table as well. And I even sanded the inside of these drawers. I taped off the drawers with plastic and then I sprayed clear shellac all over the table. When the shellac was dry, I taped off the top and then I mixed up some black chalk paint and water in my paint sprayer and sprayed the bottom of the coffee table. After a few coats of paint, I put some water-based poly into the sprayer that still had a little bit of paint in it, and I sprayed the top coat onto the chalk paint. When it was dry, it felt a little bit rough, so I lightly sanded all of the paint and the top coat with a fine grit foam pad to smooth it out. Then I sprayed 2 more coats of poly. The top looked really orange against the black paint. So I brushed on some whitewash, but I did it too thick. I did a terrible job, honestly. So I sanded it down and then just touched it up a little bit. Then I used the foam sponge and some pantyhose to top coat the top by hand without any streaks. And I put new modern knobs on the drawers. And here's what it looks like now. Totally updated and fresh. Modern, crisp, and clean on the bottom, and rustic farmhouse on the top. Why did I wait so long before I painted it? I love it now.